life and help life. He doesn't care ngoba kakabi nazo inhlupho akekho umuntu ongana inhlupho. As long as we are human, we are gonna all have problems. I think I went yesterday was about we had a move, and I think it was for the first time. That's why ngingathanda ukuhlala ngingana moto yodwa ngingana yodwa, but ngiyenza amawala ngathi angisithathe zonke zibe right, because siyasebenza kakhulu ngezimoto, mama bayalena siyalena nje sidivide umsebenzi, and then ngijwayele ukuthi babamba isikhathi lapha abangenzela khona imoto angihambisa ngaphansi kwesihlahla, but angeke kuhlale kufana njengoba nami ngilate today la. Yeah, ngiyahlonipha ukusukuma kwabantu behlukumela inkinga zabo, and I always explain to people abanye sizwe okwesibili abanye sizwe okwesithathu, ngithi mina asiphathanga ama-R05 nama-AK-47, you just point the barrel at one's head, you pull the trigger, you shoot the man down. Sisebenza procedurally, umuthi unama stages, but ngiyangafuni isiphikisane ngawo ukuthi awusebenzi because ngizokusurprise. Sengiprove ukuthi uyasebenza. So soqhawulana izandla usungcoma ngempela ukuthi uyasebenza umuthi, uyakuqeda ukusula inyembezi ezigcwala idishi. Nikhona madoda abazalwane. Akumasound kabi. The point enzama ulisho ukuthi izinto ezi-snacks zivama ukushayina kunezinto ezi-right. Njengamanje mangathi asiprove konoma ukuthi ngifaka umntana wakho la ngimdabula show. So mncwaba fast lento. That's the reason ubona abathakathi bahlala nje be-swift fast into zabo ziyashesha. Thina ngapha kuba prophet womboro izinyanga ngapha obani thanda zamadolo thanda sisumama izokusubuke inweleleza bedlu isiphele sonke kufinya finish ekulokho kungalunganga lutho lokusama excuse asilinde uJesu sobuke. Nayibona lento engisho wena mfana ingoma sikulindile man, ngathi mina ningalahla inkukhu zabantu lezi nisicabahela nidle inkukhu lezi nibe ngamajayita ngempela ingane bengaka mawushaya ingoma libhokoke sothengenye. Angithi kunjalo abantu bake bathi nilahle yini inkukhu lelo bafana funa nibe ngamajayita wena funa uyongena nasejim manje ingoma izokulimaza. The boy is doing it. It's a family thing, but it differs from the one who has got a calling. So I'm going to give him it's a calling. But umuntu uyabusumfake iyok like ijoke lenkaba. Yabona lento le. Kodwa ngiyangithi abaright abantwana I've loved it that isegazini kubo manje bayithanda. Ngiyangithanda nje ukuthi umuntu kuthiwa kangconywa esizwe. Hey ungabancoma besizwe. Uzothola sebenza ubunuthuvo ngazubona bona. But I've liked it ukuthi kwi-age yabo bazinikela ukuthi babelaba balokubelana nani bengabantu babalendlu. Intanga zabo abekho manje baphumile bayakwenza udoti lapha. Bamakhaya bazoza sebefonelwa ngento ezibuhlungu. Nikhona amadoda abazalwana. So le ndaba kamoya iyasigcina. Isangoma mina owengoma. He of the drums. Lo owenziwa ingoma abe yilokhu yami. Nikhona madoda. songs are prophetic. There are people in their lives who live their lives to be faced with stupid demands of their selfish ancestors, of their selfish and stupid ancestor guides. People who died having not achieved even a single thing on earth, but when they transform or pass on to another state, which is a spiritual state, and get attached to you, they'll start to punish you. I don't know whether aware or not being aware, by wanting this and that and that and that. Yes, Kumnyama geza ngapha. Uhlabe nabo mangoyo uthi hayi imbuzi zakusasebenzi lo. Ithi enhlabe nabo mangoyo la ekhaya. Belokhe befunile ha. Balamadlozi akho kahle kahle. Ama vampire yini. Abanye mabehambile kusale kusuka udushe la ekhaya. Ubani basazwana nganobani, ubani sesitha sikabani kodwa kanasizathu why eyimpi nalo. Lo ufike wangenwa umoya waloya mkhulu wakhe lwana wayeguma kunyawo ungini lwana. Umfowabo wayesengenwa isidlakela lesane safane selodwa bemphalile ihlo lapha yedwa eyimpi. Elwa nomndeni. Sebezoqala ukuzovusa izimpi zabo afresh in a spiritual state. It means they transformed into a spiritual state with some metaphysic world issues, meaning with the worldly, their earth life issues. So they are going to start now their battles in your bodies. I always have said, such spirits I condemn. I'll give them no place in my body, in my life, in my soul. Ezinye izinto ezenza lihlale limele kanje ukuncenga nizendlulise kuma spirits. Noma mfakeza lezi zinto lezi ngiyazifaka nami le tathamthana lezo sifakile kwenkosaza. Amntana ngicabanga kahle vela ngesigumulo athi lifaka nenkinopho ngene ngiqashule sobona kancha phansi lena njenga tennis ball. Because sometimes I become at loggerheads with myself, in argument with myself. Just imagine how hard, how painful that is. When I'm at loggerheads with myself, it is a time when I am trying to exercise kind of more and more logic within me. I have a phrase called that actually brought up in livelihood when I was doing my analysis, Taraf analysis. I always do Taraf analysis to avoid paralysis in the system of knowing of things. As in, those beads there, these, they're plastics. Why are you having them on your leg? Why are you having them on your wrist? It is a colony. We understood colony as the taking of our lands by the open hammers and those missionaries who came and took our land and captured us and took control over all of us. The brown people. You call yourselves black. I'm not black. You are not black. You're brown. The black word was entitled on us and put on us interrogatively, mockingly and poking, belittling. Are you guys there with me? So now, spiritually, you are under captive. You colonized. I am colonized because of this. So now I come at loggerheads with myself and I'm thinking, before this plastic and these machines that are actually manufacturing, designing these plastic beads that we put in here, because that color red, I don't think we even had it. It's blood red that we had it. So when did it come into use spiritually? what did they use before this? And then we'll come to find that there are some seedlings for some certain trees, sacred and other trees, that they used for their beadwork and beading. In Phoebe, they used its seedlings to make some beads which were special beads for that time, for a reality. Their wives, the wives of the kings and the princesses there, they used to wear that. It wouldn't be used or worn by any other person outside reality. When you been widowed and have passed on, they used ikunga. It's a certain grass that they would kind of knit and make it what you call a certain nice string, and then they put it on your neck. It would show everybody that you are mourning your husband, so that stress. Are you guys there with me? So now, it is through this colony that we had to adapt to new systems. Our red color would be those soils and the trees, it would be brown. Like we would say, India is a brown city wolf. But that was our red. You understand what I'm saying? These guys, they came with shiny stuff and they exaggerated everything. They knew ukuthi sizothatheka nje bayazi ukuthi nje sizibhayizana siyashesha sithatheke. Now, before this clothing that I'm wearing now, they were introduced to us, what did we use to wear? It is the wood, fair leather clothing, amabetu from our animal skins. And those animal skins, they came by grades. There are certain animals that you as an ordinary person, you wouldn't use as your ibeshu, like a leopard, the lion, and all those big animals, the tigers and all that stuff. Are you guys there with me? And now, why are we having that? I said it's a colony. It's not us, this generation, who were colonized. It is our primitives. In the ancestry are divided into two groups. You have got ancient ancestors, those who lived in some, will it be Iron Age and those eras of living before these cotton clothes, polyester, nylons and whatnot were introduced. Are you guys there with me? Those are ancient ancestors with their ancient ways of living. And then we have the primitive ancestors, your grandmother, your great-grandmother, who passed on just in these past years. Those are recent ancestors who lived this life, who will come to you and require a lot of modern things. Are you there with me? So now, there is some corruption and some crookedness that is taking place within spirituality if we will consider the ancient and the recent ancestors. Bengikhuluma ngalabethi ngahlabe kugezi inyama ezimhlo ithi ngiyabageza abagezeki, and then bazobuya lapho bakufunele lezo nkukhu lezo, bakufunele lezo mbuzi lezo uhlabe. It is the old ones abathanda into zokuhlatshela. Abamanje babuya uzozuthiwa kufuneka ilathi so ngaba prophet labo. Na utshela mina ama prophet izinyanga madoda. Na mama la. Amna ntomba mebusula izinyanga nani. Maze ngihamba ngale nto haya singesibachela abantu. Bayambatshela abantu banganika imali. Ematshela abantu nani sizinyanga la ngabo 2-3 ebusula. Ukuthi siwisa abantu kade phansi mabevuka lapha bavuka ingqondo ephambene banikele imali. Kwa asibatshela abantu into ezinjalo. Sikhandi uthatha ngeSoweto, sikhandi ucash. Hallelujah. Glory, holy oxygen. Now, this thing ngikhuluma ngayo umsebenzi. Mawususesontweni abathi ukuthi umsebenzi wedlozi. Utshwala bazokuthengisa utshwala ukuthi uzothenga ngobrand, ngoballs, ngospin-off, la amanye ngwazi kahle nabo Baragwana. Nabo baphuza Baragwana. lower point green and tell around Zambia and let some of the gravia there. Don't tell us to add a pan. Don't tell us I'm drinking, I'm apple or sweet. Who wants that? It is your recent spirit. Those guys who have died recently, they will need isn't those amount. Now, where problem comes, those of you are the ancient ones. Bakufune umsebenzi wabo. Uthola ukuthi umuntu ogayide umsebenzi njengenyama. Akazi ukuthi imapha ama spirits afune lowo msebenzi. Asezokwenzela lowa laba batsho ofaka ama apple nani labana bazokhwira labana futhi usibulala inyongo uyahlanya kwakwenza into enje. Now you are at loggerheads with those ones. Are you guys there with me? I'm saying this just to equip you with that knowledge so that manje abantu into kwentshela lezo zinto umbuzo ukuthi yipaphi engibenzelayo. Are you there with me? Now, the corruption. Equal corruption, equal open to eyes in a commission is capture in as well open. Even spiritually there is corruption. There's no figure when fune abadala the old wood ancient ones bafuna seven school. When they were now amatwala lawo wenzile yonke into. Anda bahamba. Mina ekhaya khona ngangibagidela mina kuvuka bona amadlozi. Base beguge bedabuka la. Bedabuka bonyawo lomuntu laba basemakhaya benyawo sithe bedabuka la behlala befoma igazi bebhandwa ngobulongo the dam of a car makhaya akasukuma uyathwalwa beke la mama ukuze nogidwe mina inavuka idlozi uyabona so labo babevele bengakhona ukuthi bangashesha bafike emsebenzini so kuza amapasi lawo akamaginza la amasoweto amapiano kwenza umsebenzi sebefikile emsebenzini they feast awusiwabo ngalabana ama-ancient anongakhona ukuhamba fast manje qeda laphana bachamela bakakela bayenza zonke izinto ezisnacks ne sebebuya labana abanye laba bajayele ukuba humble and truthful sebebuya bafike laphana ngedondolo zabo what's your name bagama lapho kodwa madoda ubongana ngasenzela into ezinje bantu abazibayo gogo mnanda base bekhuluma bekhupha thoba into idumbe khulume ikhupha nezila kodwa mntana ubongana ngasenzela into. Now those ones have made you to be at loggerheads with the ancient ones because they want authority ngoba nabo they have got to get authority from them. Ngiyangifakisele nasesigangeni during a mating and the kingship in the bush of the lions. Kumele leli elizalwe yileli elivele likhona lilelizalayo. Malizothatha istage sobunkunzi kumele lishaye leli lize lilikhiphe noma liyalibulala and take over the head. And kuwona lawo futhi azolwa futhi wona wodwa lawa akhulileyo makade mhlambe u3-4 kuze kuphume eli1 esala leinkunzi la. Ilokho uyawuthola umuntu nguthola amabhubesi asambe emabili akhulile lawa amaboya hamba wodwa lena akuna amasikazi amaduna kuphela ashayiwe aphumile is that authority. So lawa aqala kancane elitesta lendana lawa eliliphethe lenkosi yakho during ukudla lapha kube ngathi kususwane ngokudla liyazi ukuthi lona hayi akusiko ngokudla lizongena ngaba liyatesta ukuthi iyathinteka uzofika qala kanjalo nama recent spirits wakho aloke enza some issues, certain issues nalabo yana, but cabanga wena uwe oy playground kuye lonto leyo ama-tester enziwa kuwe mangabe ugunyula istarter laphana it is in your territory yonke into eyenzeka laphana yimbi noma kuzovela imiphumela emihle iyenzeka kuyi-territory yakho nikhona amadoda abazara abantu ufanele sithole i-knowledge and the understanding. Ngiyakithi mina where knowledge ends religion begin. I don't do religion. I-religion ifuna nje uhlale uvume konke. Umuntu onenkani njengami i-religion ayimvumi. Ngoba mina mvumi. Ungabuya lapho uthi kanjani uthi hayi uJesu umoya thizeni and then umkhiphe kwi-ancestor spirit. No, he is an ancestor spirit. What is Jesus of now? He is an ancestor spirit. Because everybody who dies, the word dies means you transform into another life and then you become an ancestor spirit. Because you are not in your flesh. You understand what I'm saying? This must not actually give you a wrong picture that I'm against the church or anything. I like and respect the church for it builds good characters and good citizens. But there are some certain nonsense and some certain passages that does not conform to logic that I don't use. I never said use the Bible and not some other parts of the Bible. If you understand everything, then that's the way you understand it. Never shift from that. Anything that works for you, never shift from it. I am not the enemy of the Bible and the church. I'm a firm believer to God, but I don't take no shit from God, Jesus, ancestors. I don't take no shit from anything that does not conform to logic. I don't use it. This is my mind. This is my brain. I have my own opinions, my thoughts, and I'm not going to be mad to make sense out of any nonsense. But the very good part of me is that I don't actually distance myself or deny anything that is helpful and useful for the human living. I don't do religion and then somebody's asking himself, what does he do? Is it satanic? I don't even give any credit on the word Satan and satanic. To me, it's just a word, like any word. Not something that has a threat on me or so. I do spirituality. Spirituality unites us when religion divides us. Because when we are here, somebody feels better because he's a Christian. Somebody sees me as second to best because I'm doing ancestor worship in an African traditions. But I'm saying God has never shown up on earth to say these are important, these are not important. It is our belief and religious politics by wanting powers, one wanting to be better than the other. And that is not the case here. Here you are a Christian, you are one of us. You are doing Africa worship, ancestor worship, Muslim, Hindu, whatever belief, beside those beliefs that are out to terrorize humanoids, us, we Homo sapiens sapiens humans. And I am the first enemy of those. Like witchcraft, any spiritual attack, psychic, I'm the first enemy of those. If you are here to try to see what I do with those people, I don't want to waste my time explaining that. You will die painful. And our war, our fight, has no criminal offense, so it's not chargeable because it doesn't go to court. You die in unforeseen circumstances. In spirituality, we are fighting, we are in a war. I will fight. My spiritual, it is a battleground. I scale every war. I may lose a battle, but I'll never lose a war. A war consists of so many battles. A battle is just a one battle. If I've lost one, when you declare that stupid war of yours, that will be just a test. You must know, I will put you down. I fight for this body and life in proximity. For I know I've got one life. My life doesn't have a spare wheel like a Land Cruiser at the back. It is only this one life I've known. You try to end this life and my people's lives. I don't want to waste my time explaining that surely you are going to die. I've killed men, as in MEN, but never call that as in killing. It is spiritual warfare. I don't kill men doing what you call mutilation, like I want your head to do some rituals that I do here. I cannot take your head, your stupid head that has failed you. You are suffering there, you are struggling there, you have nothing, no money, no life, and I want to take your head and say I want to make money with it here when it has failed to make money for you, the person that is sitting on. No, I don't do that. Mutilation, I don't do. I use spiritual powers from our ancestry, from our father, from your own like ancestors to try evoke and revoke them to bring about prosperity, steadiness in life. Are you guys there with me? Lastly, I'm known for doing those rituals. I always have urged and advised people, never associate yourself with people who tell you if you kill an albino, you will do good rituals. Any other human, short, long, tall, or what kind of a person. A person never goes or dies like that. A person will always come back and will be haunted for the whole of your life. Yes, of course, we've seen some people actually making it, achieving big time, but these people are rich and seemingly rich during the day, driving luxurious big cars during the day, but they don't sleep at night. There are a lot of strange and mysterious things that are happening to them, but they will never tell you. So when you are having such things, I always have said, you are suffering. So as a person who's suffering is not rich. You might have all that money, but if your time is actually taken, you are tormented and messed up by those things, and then you don't have a life. I've learned of one girl or lady who went to KZN for these rituals. This person was calling me. I saved the number there. I said I will have to actually intervene. This person went to KZN. There's a lot of nonsense going on with some people who are offering these services of Ukwala in KZN. They even don't give a damn. Just take the money and give you a problem. This lady went there. She paid 50 dollars. What I hear, when she got there, she was put in a house which has got white curtains, white sheets, white everything, white gowns, white those big towels for wrapping, and then there's white soap. Everything was white. Even the tiles were white, the walls were white, everything was white. Lady, you sleep here. And then something or somebody will come here, you won't be long. And then he will just do whatever he do, just let him do whatever he do. It won't be long, maybe it will last some 5 or 7 minutes. And then now, it is said that there came a huge snake, and then it actually opened her legs with its nostrils, and it went in her and had sex with her. All I was hearing, they were telling me that if you look at her private part, you can see the inside, the way she is open. So I advise people, guys, if you have to go through such experiences, rather stay fucking poor. Are you guys there with me? I always have said the similar thing when it comes to God and the ancestors, and say, if I'm having ancestors who are useless, who are in expense to me for buying cows and goats and all that slaughter every day, if I'm having a God who will require me to fast and starve myself in order for my things to get right through you guys, the manager of this system, the pastors, you're not fasting. You go and fast there. I've given you money at the church, the tithes. And then you are sending me to the bush to go and fast 14 days, no eat. You don't know whether I'm HIV positive. You're straining my immune system. You're fucking killing me. Are you guys there with me? You are getting fed with your wife. She's got these chicks like this. And then I'm starving myself there in the bush. If I come there in that 14, 21 days that we said I've got to fast, I come home there. A lot of worse stuff have happened. The life have changed, even for worse. Are you guys there with me? When I'm complaining, I'm summoned by you, the pastors. You don't pray. Pray harder. They've got rough voices like they eat the sands of the sea, those salty sands. Pray hard. Mawubuyela le elokuze nesigangeni entabeni suke ngaphansi ukuthi ngifuna ukuhlangabeza uNkulunkulu la elokuze langizwe kade ngihlangabeze kancane Jehova ugodathi lento izonidabula ama-eardrums avela avala indlebe noma avela afaka ama-headphones yeselula yakhe lento mvala amadlebe mawurealize ukuthi angathi akeza ugoda uhlaba omunye umkhosi ozima uthandaza izwi liyaphela. You come down to the pastor, I prayed hard, my face is gone. And once it's happened, you don't pray. You were not praying. Listen to your voice. You were shouting. You need to pray harder. And you don't have faith. The very same thing that led me to that mountain to pray is that faith that I'm having, it's either in you or to God and with myself. Are you guys there with me? What I'm saying here is that as we work here formulating, doing our things. If we come to a situation where we feel here ngathi level yethu of ukuwina whatever we are doing, it doesn't actually balance. We are not winning well. It doesn't balance. We need to formulate, come with formulations that will outsmart the opposite. Not for me to summon you. That thing I gave you, how did you do it? I did it. So, no, I did not tell you like that. You did it wrong. Why in the first place you left to tell me to do the wrong thing? Why did you know the right thing? Point number one. Point number two, you'll be given a lot of things like you are doing mathematics. This, that. And then at the end of the day, when you haven't done it right, you were wrong. You didn't do it respectively. And then the things have got a lot of sequences. You have to follow this and this after that. You understand what I'm saying? So we are not playing games here. If we have to sort something, we have to sort it. If my formula 1 haven't gone right, I'll go to formula number 2. If I'm solving something, I have to solve it until I get the right formula. If I'm killing you, I'll bring all the formulas until you die. And I rest because I have removed the ill of the society and made the life on earth livable. Thank you. Asithindi ngome yodwa bese ngena phakathi. Walalo bunjani ubutho? Walalo bunjani ubutho? Sebelo bunjani ubutho? Usapheli uyamanje. Uwami walalo bunjani ubutho? Walalo bunjani ubutho? Sebelo bunjani ubutho? Akusapheli uyamanje. Kwebo walalo bunjani ubutho? Sebelo bunjani ubutho? Sebelo bunjani ubutho? Usapheli uyamanje. Wena kuluna kuma nto manje siphila nakakhona. Wena kuluna kuma nto manje siphila nakakhona. Wena kuluna kuma nto manje siphila nakakhona. We are at war and find even higher, deeper and higher spiritual powers to scale every war. I will go out to recover everything that the enemy come to steal, kill, take, deprive, and recover at all costs. I'm a good soldier. I'm a good warrior. I fight every wars that are directed to me. I don't hesitate to migrate a soul to a world where it will not create any disorder to any human. I'm very good at that, but I'm also very good at putting things right, meaning solving problems. But as I say, putting up together good stuff has got a process. Messing up, you don't need a sequence. It's like when you are dismantling a vehicle. You never mind whether you start at the bonnet or you strip the engine or in which way. But when you are assembling, you have got to do it respectively because one other part will not go first before the one that has got to go first, which is sequentially. Are you guys there with me? Where does I go? Good, right? Good. That was it?
Yeah.
Good, right? Good. Good, right, Ndod?
Right.
Good, right, Msu 2. Ngiyabonga. Sanamukele ekhaya sisempini asisebenzeni. Vula impompo ndoda ngubone. Sake sabonana before. Hayi, basijwayela abantu nisebenza ngani suku zonke. Uzoloye?
Kuningi nje.
Uzoloye?
Kuningi umzana.
Akunandaba kuningi noma kuncane, ukuloya kungaba kuningi na. Uzoloye? Alright. Awungazanga loyo uhambe la uzomjwayeza umthetho omubi ungenze vulnerable to attackers. Silwa izimpi zethu kuze kufe abasihlaselayo. Asifuni kufa thina kuqala. We have got one life. Ma umuntu ekuloya mloye. Umuntu okusiya emaphoyiseni ngaleyo report uzofika ube fani. Vele ufika lapha nje report uloye noma khera. Yazi indlela yokufana ngayo ngoba ngathi awuthathi nasekhanda. Ngeke ngiyenze into la. Ngena la emsamo lapha ziyaduma kuphela. Ngoba ngiyazi ngithiwe reporter lapha kuyadwa yimi enhlanya. Amen.
Sayibona